Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, welcome to a darker edition of Arizona Griper, starring I, your beautiful, spooky host, Mr. Arizona. How are we all doing tonight? I trust we're doing well. I trust we're feeling well. And I trust that everybody is having a decent day. Hopefully everything is going through. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you. Is my echo and the sound of the live stream going through? Or is it all shit? Just checking. Sis, is everything going through? Because I can't hear shit. Everything going through, guys? Yes, no, maybe so, what? Oh, there's a... Hi, Legsy there. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the spooky edition of Arizona Griper. I told you I'd be doing a live show tonight. Will you quit it with your... Hold on, Dave was ruining it with his drunken state. Hold on a minute. What are you doing, you peach?
Why don't you just put one of these masks on?
Because this is better. I forgot to lock the door from your drunken state.
You look like the Timu folk.
Yeah. What?
You're a ghost face for Timu.
Well, you look like a pot-bellied tomato soup. You shut the door, please. Take your hair off. Skirt. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute, guys. I forgot to lock the door. That way Diego with his drunken state. Sorry about that. Diego tried to crash my stream. He tried to gate crash it. He's still trying to crash it like a little shit. He's being a little pissant today, so. But anyway. Welcome. to a spooky edition of Arizona Griper right here. It is now approximately 8:06 in the evening on Monday, May 19th, 2025. And welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So what's going on? What's happening, everybody? Hey, Sissy Cruz, how you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Biz? How you doing? Let me put your little pin thing up. There we go. Yeah, we're supposed to have a little echo. That's good that there's a little echo. That means everything's going through. That means everything is going according to plan. Now, we need to kind of set the ambiance a little bit, you know, set the mood. You know what I mean? Oh, that's good. Good, good, good. What's everybody been up to today? Besides watching the show? I tried my best. My sister helped me, by the way. She's in the chat. She's the best. There we go. But anyway, enough about me. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Anything new and exciting? Anything interesting? You see, I'm doing pretty good, Larry Legsy Bear. What I'm doing right now is I'm showing you guys the drastic horrors between light and dark, good and evil. We all have them, don't we? We all have different sides. We all have a side of good and a side of evil. We have choices that we make in life, do we not? You see, we're all victims of our choices, right? Trying to kind of smoke it up a little bit, you know, just for the look, you know. Wow. Thank you for the hearts, my dears. I appreciate it. You know, there's been a lot of things going on in the world, isn't there? A lot of things have been going on YouTube, a lot of drastic change. But you know, yep, that's true. Oh, you're on mushrooms? Mushrooms are fun. But yeah, Legsy Bear. I'm not going to put too much smoke in this room because I don't want to start coughing and then, yeah. You're right, Legsy Bear. Legsy always looks out for me. They all do. What's up, Ghost Bro? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I love my brother Ghost Bro. I actually made this stream just for him so that we could kick the trolls' asses. All of them. Yep, exactly. How'd you guess? How did you guess? You guessed it right on the nose. Exactly. Whoop, whoop. Oh, you know, you could deal with me or me. We're like two minds of everything, right? Two sides of everything. We got the good side on this side here. And we got the bad side on this side here. It all depends on who you like best. We're two minds of everything. Oh, good to see you too, Ghost Troll. You're always going to be my brother no matter what. I love you, man. For real. I don't give a fuck what these other fucking fuckheads say. They can say whatever the fuck they want. They could go suck a bag of dicks for all I give a fuck. Or I'll just have Legsy bend them over and fuck them. How about that shit? Thank you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. And by the way, I still have your logo. I'm still using it, by the way. It's great. Pretty soon, I'm thinking about putting it on a t-shirt. Over at the Teesprings. I'm thinking about doing that. Might be a good idea. I'm looking at my phone, trying to look at the chat. Yeah. Ghost Show's the best, man. He's been one of the people like Legsy and everybody that have been really, really looking out for me. And I appreciate that, man. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. I can't ask for better people than what I have right now. Let me see if I can, yeah.
Like I said, that one sucks. Hold on. There, this one's a little bit better, don't you think? I mean, if you guys can't, understand me that well, I get it. But do you like this voice better? I mean, I'm just saying, just to fit the look, Yeah, pretty much. I'm a man of many parts. What can I say? It's just who I am, who I choose to be. Are you guys understanding me okay, or is this severely fucked up? I mean, I could change the voice if you want. I mean, it's up to you.
I could change it to this if you want. I sound like Pee Wee Herman, but, it just depends on you want. Ah!
Oh, okay. All right, I was just making sure. my balls hadn't dropped off yet. You know, it just see now.
I said that this, now my balls really dropped. You know, it just, boom, they drop on the floor and then I gotta pick them back up.
Then they sound like the original once again. You know, it happens. Welcome back, my sis. Mwah. Aha. Shit. Okay. I'm not going to do any more smoke because, yeah, it shit gets in my face and all that crap. And I don't want to get Legsy worried about me. And then she'll be fucking calling me on the horn and say, hey, AZ, knock off the fucking smoke. Okay, I'll quit. Otherwise, she and Diz and my sister will be coming up here to kick my ass. So I don't want to do that because I still got the shoe print from the last one on the right butt cheek, and they're working on the left butt cheek. So yeah. But anyway, you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about swamps. Swamps are deep, but swamps are mysterious in nature and in, should I say, general mood, so to speak. Have you ever heard of the story of the Rougarou? Has any of you ever heard the story of that? And here, we call them werewolves. Now, they're supposedly a group of individuals that are, they're supposed to be a group of individuals that are a little bit, should I say, gifted. And you know what the best part about that is? You don't need a full moon to change from one form to another. There's some of us more advanced that can change their form at will. They don't need a full moon to do it. But you know the best thing about a swamp? It's quiet. It's peaceful. And it's never ending. You could walk for miles in the swamps and not even see a thing. Am I right? Walk for miles I'd like to tell you a story. And this is a story that you can decide to thank you, my lovelies, for the hearts and for the good wishes. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the show. But anyway, I'd like to tell you a story. It's a really interesting story if you'd like to hear it. I remember one time, it was on Halloween night, and I lived in Florida at the time. And right back behind my house was a big old bayou that extended for miles on out. And I lived there for quite some time, learning how to, live off the land, hunt, and just explore general nature. Anyway, it was on Halloween night when this happened. Me and a few friends of mine decided to do a little bit exploring. So we went out on a so-called day trip. But what we didn't know was that it started to get dark, really dark. And it started to get a little creepy. And the moon was out full. So we used the light of the moon to try and get back to civilization. Now here's the spooky part. And this is something that makes your blood run cold. Imagine this. Every time you take a step forward, there's a snap or breaking branches in the background. Every time. And the more steps you take, the closer they get. And the closer they get, the more vivid the sound is. You know what I mean? Well, eventually, our walking turned into sprinting, and our sprinting turned to running, with the breaking of the branches and the smashing of the ground getting closer and closer, but none of us looked back. Except one thing that happened to me. I tripped and I fell. And guess what? Everybody else kept running out of there and left me there. Well, eventually, the snapping of the branches stopped. The stamping of the feet stopped. And me, I couldn't move. He probably did. He probably did, you know. Probably did. But anyway, I know you didn't, sweetheart. I know if you were there, you probably would never have. But here's the funny part. All I heard was a heavy, heavy breathing in the back of my neck when I tried to get up. And I looked over and I saw the creature with black, literally black, it looked like talons. And its hot breath was on me. I stared it straight in the face with its ember eyes. And then, out of the middle of nowhere, it grabbed me and sank its teeth into my neck. And I passed out. The next morning, I woke up in the middle of the swamp. My clothes were torn to shreds. They were all bloody. And I look around and I can't remember anything that happened that night. Nothing. And I stumbled and I staggered back to town. And I came home and I knew that my mom and dad was going to be mad at me. I know, sis. What's up, two with fries? But my sister knows this. She can attest to this. And anyway, I knew my mom and dad were going to be pissed at me because for staying out so late. So luckily, my sister, I got her to unlock the window. She was little at the time. And I got her to unlock the window. And she unlocked the window and I came in. She didn't say nothing. So I just came in. My clothes were all tore up. So I threw my tore up clothes to the side. Yeah, true. Well, you can one day, Lindsay, no problem. I'll call you. It's not a big deal. But, anyhow, I went inside and I took my shirt off real quick to check and see if I was bleeding really bad. So I went in the bathroom, I looked at it, I cleaned it up, and I looked. There was nothing there. There was no bite marks, no scar marks, nothing. So so I went about my business. I got dressed and I went downstairs. We lived in a 2-story house at the time. And my mom and dad were sitting there. And they didn't say anything, okay? They didn't say a word. They just let it play out as is. So I had to get dressed the next day and go to school because it was a weekend. So I went to school. Nothing happened, you know. Normal day at school, you know. Then I came across my buddies, and they were shocked to actually see me at school. It's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong with me. You know, I'm perfectly fine. Well, what happened out there? What happened? What happened? What happened? I'm like, I don't know. You guys ran off and left me. And I'm sitting there. I don't remember. I can't remember one thing. I couldn't remember a thing. And as they were explaining it to me, then it dawned on me what had happened. I had got bitten by a creature that I wasn't sure what it was yet. I had got bitten by something that I never knew could actually happen to me. So anyway, the weeks went by, months went by, nothing happened. And then here's something that happened that I didn't expect. One night, I felt extremely hot, and I started just taking off my clothes because it was hot in there. I couldn't get cool. I didn't understand why. I'm like, dude, I have the fan going. I don't know what's going on. And I pushed the curtains aside. And that's when I saw the full moon. Bright and beautiful. And then the next thing you know, I felt pain from the inside out. I started slow at first, and then it got more and more intense. And then it made me shake and shift. And I noticed that my body started changing. I started changing in the most awkward ways. And then, without any notice, I blacked out. And I woke up the very next morning with no clothes, out in the woods somewhere, not knowing why I was out there or what I had done. So I got up, went back to town, praying to God nobody would see me. And naturally, I snuck in the back window and got dressed and went about my life. Well, this went on for quite some time, until finally, some neighbor of ours knocked on the door. And my dad answered, says, "Mr. So-and-so, is your son AZ available? Because we need to speak with him." And my dad was like, "Well, what is this about?" He goes, "It's about such and such, such and such, such and such, and we would like to talk to him about it." And so my dad, calls me downstairs, and I go downstairs, and I had a little chat with the police officer. And apparently there's been stories of a strange creature roaming around the area. And they wanted to know if I knew anything about that. I said no. And and they're like, they gave me a typical questioning that police officers do. They gave me all this line of questioning. Naturally, I told them no, I denied it, and all that. So they left. And everything went back to normal. Until one night, when the full moon rose again, and I started changing again. Only this time, it was more intense than it had ever been before, more stronger than it had ever been before. And I blacked out, and I didn't wake up until about 7 or 8 o'clock the next morning. And this time I found myself out in the park, completely naked, blacked out. I was very, very embarrassed because there were people actually staring at me. And so I tried to cover myself the best way I could, and I ran out of there the best way I could. But unfortunately, my picture was taken. And next thing you know, once again, the police and local officials knocked on the door again. And my dad answered, and the police asked to speak with me again. Only this time, they were there with handcuffs. They saw what had happened, and they took me in for basically just indecent exposure. And they tried to question me, asking me, do you mind telling us what were you doing out there, what was going on, and blah, 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 blah. They thought I was on drugs. They thought I was on drugs, and so they kept me in the tank overnight. Well, lo and behold, there was a full moon out that night. And I changed, blacked out, and somehow, I don't know how, but this time, I wound up waking up in the middle of a swamp. Once again, out of the middle of nowhere. Not knowing where I was or what had happened. But then I felt a sharp pain in my back. And I went to follow, to feel around. I felt 2 buckshot at the end of each shoulder blade. I didn't understand what that was. I didn't understand what that meant. But I tried to go home, and my parents didn't live there anymore. I tried to look for my sister. She moved away. I'm like, where did everybody go? What happened? The town had looked different. Everything had changed. Everything was different. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to handle myself. I even tried to look my sister up in the yellow pages. I couldn't find her. So I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So for the longest time, I was out on the street, living on the street, digging out of trash cans. And that's when my sister found me. She was all grown up now, and she had had a family of her own. And she looked at me, and she was like, AZ, is that you? And I could barely talk, but I said yes. And she was like, what what on earth are you doing out here? What had happened? Where did you go? Where did you disappear to? Mom and Dad have been looking everywhere for you. What happened? And I asked, well, where is Mom and Dad? Well, Dad had passed away and Mom had remarried. Like, well, where do they live? I don't know. They got a life of their own now. I've got a life of my own. We've all grown up. And me not knowing how much time had passed. And she was like, come on, I'm taking you home with me. I'm gonna get you cleaned up and we're gonna set you straight. So my sister grabbed me, took me in, and gave me a fresh set of clothes and all that, and as far as my, condition goes, she knew everything there was to know about it. Because every night she saw me change when the moon was full. Anyway, to make a long story short, it was a few nights had passed, and the moon was full again. And I felt the pain of changing, but I couldn't change. I felt a searing pain in my right and left shoulder blades that prevented me from changing. And I went through the motions. It almost looked like I was having an epileptic seizure. And my sister came in the room and saw me just shaking on the ground. And she's like, calm down, you're fine. You're safe. You're safe here. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna harm you. You're safe. You're okay. Next thing you know, I black out. But this time it was different. This time, I woke up in the same room with the same clothes that I had had on. No, I haven't gone anywhere, I haven't changed, I haven't done nothing. And I had never understood. Hold on a minute. Just hang on. Sorry about that. Okay, that was weird. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of the story. I hope you guys liked it. But just to let you guys know, I'm an adult now, and I still carry the scar from where I got shot. And I still, when I go like this, I still feel the buckshot from where I got shot. And I still feel the sharpness of where that creature bit me to this day. That's it. Oh, it was a good story. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you like it, Legsy Bear. I was going to add you guys to it, but I'm sorry I didn't. But yeah. But you see, the moral of the story is, guys, and this is true, I'm going to have to tell you guys something. There are things in the night that go bump. But there are people like me that bump back. That's a fact. And it's true. And there you go, guys. That is a true fact of what I said. That there are things that go bump in the night. And there are people like me that bump back. That's a fact. But you see, I am one of those people that are very smart. Because when the sun goes down, Arizona goes inside and stays for his own protection. Because you know the old saying goes, the freaks come out at night. They most certainly do. And I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about other things as well. So my advice to you, my friends, is when you're out at night, use your senses wisely. And be very careful. Because you never know. There might be someone behind you ready to sink their teeth in. Just like they did to me right here. Look, see that? Ah! There you go. Yep. Exactly, Legsy Bear. Do you ever want to know why, Legsy, I decided to dress like this? Do you ever want to know? You know about this. Most of us do. See? I'm glad you guys like that one. Scared the shit out of you. Oh, man. glad you guys had a good time with that one. I had to develop that one on the fly there for a minute. Oh, shit, man. That was funny. Oh, God. This is a fun stream, isn't it? I think it is. The jump scare scared the shit out of me. I love it. Oh, God. Oh, my God, Legsy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, great. She's going to put laxative in my fucking cereal. Fucking Legsy. God damn it. Well, at least I'll be the world's biggest turd, so that's okay. Little shit. Oh, God. Oh, man, that was funny. Oh, I love you guys too, though. Anyway, guys, oh, God, Jesus Christ. Oh, great. Well, hope she doesn't turn me into a frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Boing. Either that or she doesn't turn me into a fucking frame. I'd be a new wall decoration. The Arizona, what do you call it? Arizona marionette. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Legsy Bear. Anyway, guys, I'm about to head out because I got to clean up all this. So you guys take care. Much love. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I love you guys. Take care, man. Peace.